Women are given too much freedom. Look at the condition of the world. Divorce rates are spiking up. Women are doing more drugs and alcohol and cigarettes, and they're making boyfriends and they don't want to settle down. They are not just embracing the role of being women, and that's a problem in our society right now. Look at the previous generations. Our mothers were nurturers and our fathers were providers, and the society was going pretty good. The divorce rates were down, the people were growing up in happy families, and so on and so forth. I exactly copied a video word to word that was uploaded on an account. In the comment section, everyone was agreeing that yes, you are right. Women are given too much freedom, and that's why society is falling apart. And unless women are being in the control of men as they were before, which is not really true because women are not really free in a lot of countries, but that's another thing to talk about. But the people who are saying that women need to be in control again for the society to work as it is supposed to work, these people need some lesson, and that lesson is what we're going to learn today. So, do you have to go out of your way to give someone freedom? This is a question, and I actually want you to give an answer. What can you do to give someone freedom? What is being taken away from you? What extra steps you have to go to give someone freedom? And in this specific case, women. There couldn't be possibly anything that you can say that will be right, because you cannot give someone freedom. Women are born in freedom as men are born in it. Do you give women oxygen? Do you give women life? No, they're born into it, and just like you are. So you can go out of your way to restrict their oxygen supply and suffocate them to death, but you cannot give them oxygen. They were born with it. So oxygen was never yours to give. The same thing is with freedom. Freedom is not anybody's to give. There is no sort of permission that anyone would give a woman or a man or anyone to live, to be free. Everybody is born with freedom. People are going out of their way to restrict that freedom. Can you restrict somebody's life naturally? It's unnatural, it's not natural. They are going to live until unless you go out of your way, do extra efforts to stop it, to stop their life, to suffocate them, to prison them, to do anything that restrict that. So you cannot give anyone freedom, you can only restrict it. So you're not doing women favor by stepping back up, you're doing yourself favor because you were going extra miles to restrict something which women are born with it as much as men are. So this argument is very dumb to start with. You saying that women are given too much freedom because now they drink, smoke, hang around with more people, have higher body counts, divorcing their husbands. Everything existed before. Women were not drinking, smoking. What was better about that? Men were drinking and smoking. So if you have problem with women drinking and smoking and having higher body counts, and you don't have the same problem with men, then you never really had the problem with that bad thing. You always had problem with women. If you hate a smoking woman, if you hate a woman who drinks, then you hate a woman who drinks. You don't hate the drinks, you don't hate the smoke, because these things are going on for decades and men are doing that, and you don't hate those men. If you hate both of them equally, congratulations. If you don't, then you know what you are. Dumbest argument ever on social media that women are given too much freedom. You can't give women freedom. As a matter of fact, you cannot give anyone freedom. You can go your extra way to restrict it. You cannot give anyone freedom. And as for the marriages falling apart, as for the women having higher body counts and not wanting to settle down, imagine the creatures who like company, the creatures who like people, who like communities, How much would you have to abuse a mammal to not want that? To not want connection, to not want to settle down, to not want to reproduce? How much you have to abuse a mammal to not want to do what they are biologically wired to? There are a lot of things that you should think about, but these people who talk all this red pill about women, they are just jealous crybabies, or they are just pathetic people in general. Why are you hating on the same species in another gender of yours? And if you have this much problem with women, just ignore them and be with men. Be better than that.